Thanks for joining us on the news at 7. I am Nifemi Oguntoye. In the last 1 week, it's been rain, and more rains here in some parts of the country. In Kogi State, residents are counting their losses already, demanding urgent intervention after days of flash floods wreaked havoc across communities in Kabba, Bunu local government area. After 3 days of rainfall, many houses and farmlands have been destroyed, leaving families displaced and without shelter. Residents who spoke to TVC News said rising waters from overflowing streams and brooks flooded settlements, sweeping through homes and farmlands.
It happened on Saturday night about 9 p.m. Though I was on medication, so I was sleeping. While I heard a noise and I could not even stand up from the chair. So my neighbor came in, was like, didn't I see the flood? So when I just woke up, I just see that my leg is inside water already.
There's nothing I can do because the water was already inside the house. So there was nothing I can do. And I came outside. I opened the door. Everywhere was filled with water. The next thing I could check, all my beans, destroyed, the bags of beans I keep in the house, my bag of rice, the one that we have not even started using, everything soaked with water. My clothes, all my anatomy and physiology, my drug index, my standing orders, all the things, all my everything, my children's books, textbooks, all of them were destroyed.
My appeal to them is that they should come to our rescue. They should not hesitate, please, because life is involved, and properties is involved also. I don't see the reason why somebody will be inside his house or her house. You cannot have a peace.
According to that, doing all these constructions, road, and some bridges have been cut off. So I think because of that bridge, the water now affected so many places. So they should help us. Any progress they are doing concerning those bridges, they should do it fast so that it will not affect other areas.
Well, with the change in weather patterns, the Nigerian Meteorological Agency has issued a fresh flash flood alert for many states across the country. Sokoto State is top on the list as a high-risk area with heavy rainfall expected in the coming days. Other states like Kaduna, Zamfara, Yobe, Bauchi, Bayelsa, Jigawa, Adamawa, Taraba, and Niger states are listed as medium risk. Other states including Nasarawa, Benue, Ogun, Ondo, Lagos, Delta, Edo, Cross River, Rivers, and Akwa Ibom states are also to prepare for flash flooding. NIMET is asking residents in these areas to stay vigilant, prepare emergency kits, and if necessary, consider moving to safer locations. Well, to avert a major disaster, the agency has asked that residents must clear drainage systems, avoid driving or walking through floodwaters, relocate if necessary, and prepare emergency kits. It's also important that all electricity and gas are turned off during flooding and that communities must strengthen mudslide prevention, promote community awareness, and act early where necessary. Let's bring in our reporter in Kogi State, Michael Ella, for more updates on the situation in communities already affected by flood. Michael, what's the updates in Kogi where you are? What exactly is government doing about the situation?
So, Nifemi, good evening. It's been a long day of speaking with victims, residents, community heads, traditional rulers, and of course, experts on the level of devastation of these flash floods. But first of all, I would want to clarify, as the reporter on ground, as someone who had a first-hand assessment of the impact of this flood. Earlier, there have been reports that over 500 households were affected and submerged. From other media outlets, you would see reports, headlines, sensational headlines that over 500 households were submerged. That is entirely not correct, as from what we observed on our visit to communities in Kabba, Bunu local government. It is likely impossible that over 500 households would have been impacted. So we visited communities in Iya, Ayeteju, Kajola, and Ketehi in Kabba, Bunu local government areas, and then the community, the response we are getting for the victims is that of devastation. They are they are unhappy with this level of flood. And of course, from the government, the response we're also getting is that they are still collating the level of impact, those that have been affected, with efforts being made to move them to IDP camps. But generally, on the general ground, as you earlier said, it brings us back to the conversation about the calls by Hyperdeck, by NIMET, and other regulatory agencies for residents of flood-prone areas to move to higher grounds.
Absolutely. It's difficult to understand that disasters like this still happen prior to a major warning from NIMET. Did you see any preparation on the part of government preceding this flood?
So earlier today, I spoke to the local government chairman of Kabba, Bunu local government. He told me that they were preparing a meeting with the State Emergency Management Agency, which of course the Deputy Governor is a steering committee chairman. He told me that there was a meeting today as regards the flood in his local government area. I would stay on him to get updates on what is being done to give respite to these victims of these flash floods.
Michael, live for us in Lokoja.